Hello, Namaskar. I am Naveen Sharma and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel UPSC by Naveen Sharma. I am Naveen Sharma. From last 7 years, I taught in many UPSC center, Delhi and outside Delhi. I am teacher of history, art and culture and world history. So, beta, for those students who are preparing for UPSC, now I am starting my classes. So, every day you got a one class. So, beta, we start our class from the introduction of history. After introduction of history, we reach firstly towards the ancient India, then medieval India and the modern India. बेटा ये क्लासेज जो है आपके बाइलिंगुअल होंगी. हम दोनों को कोशिश करेंगे कि हिंदी मीडियम और इंग्लिश मीडियम दोनों के बच्चों को इसका लाभ मिल पाए. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट आवर क्लासेस. फर्स्टली टुडे वी हैव आवर फर्स्ट टॉपिक इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ हिस्ट्री, अर्थात इतिहास का परिचय. तो बच्चों, इतिहास को आखिर कैसे समझा जाए, हम कैसे जान पाए कि हिस्ट्री क्या है, आइए आज कोशिश करते हैं हिस्ट्री को जानने की. बच्चों, अगर आज आप देखते हो कि अगर आपको कोई पूछे कि आज से 5 साल पहले क्या हुआ था, सो आजकल क्या है, हमारे पास यूट्यूब है, वी हैव गूगल. सो दैट रीजन वी कैन डू गूगल, वी कैन सर्च दैट वन इन यूट्यूब. बट थिंक अबाउट दैट वन. अगर कोई आपसे ये पूछे कि 100 साल पहले क्या हुआ था, व्हाट हैपेंड बिफोर 100 years, सो यू कैन टॉक अबाउट सम बुक्स. Just like if I ask what was happened in period of Akbar, so you can search in Akbar Nama and so many other book, Abul Fazl's. Okay, but if I ask that what happened before 20 lakh years ago, so now you thought that we have no answer. So that reason, to how to search history, how to learn about that one. So two type of ways always used by the history, basically in history. One used by the ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, and second way used by the historians. Archaeological Survey of India. I hope you all aware 1861 it was established by Alexander Cunningham. So underline that name, Alexander Cunningham. Okay. According to ASI, history can divide in three parts: pre-historian period, proto-historian period, and historic period. History period. But a prehistoric period. According to ASI, in history there have a time when we got so many sources. Sources बेटा जिसको हिंदी में स्रोत सामग्री कहा जाता है. We got so many sources just like bones, some stone weapons and other kind of thing. But we don't get any literature source. Means prehistoric means a period when we have absence of any literature source. So beta, if anyone asks you what do you understand by prehistoric period, so your answer would be a period when we don't get any literature source. That period we called prehistoric period. Okay, second is proto-historic period, when we got literature source but we unable to understand what it talk about. अर्थात हमें जहां पर लिखित सामग्री मिल तो जाए लेकिन हम ये ना समझ पाए कि उसने क्या लिखा है. जैसे बच्चों, आप सब जानते हैं कि हड़प्पा के लोगों की जो लिपि है वो चित्रात्मक है. बेटा इसको बोस्ट्रोफेदान भी कहा जाता है. ठीक है, ये चित्रात्मक है, लेकिन आज तक हम ये समझ नहीं पाए कि वो क्या कहने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. ऐसी लिपियों को या ऐसी सामग्री को प्रोटो हिस्टोरिक पीरियड में रखा जाता है. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू ASI, a period when we got literature source but we unable to understand what the people is saying, we called it proto-historian period. And last one, historic period. It is a period when we get everything, literature source, sources, both. And we can understand it meaning also. From period of Vedic era, we count it historic period. Okay. So बच्चों, if I give an example to you, prehistoric means basically the Stone Age. So all the Stone Age arrived in prehistoric period. Paleolithic, which you call Chalcolithic era, basically Chalcolithic era, and Harappa is arrived in prehistoric period. हिंदी वाले बच्चे ध्यान रखें, ताम्र पाषाण काल और जो हड़प्पा का जिसे हम कांस्य युग कहते हैं, यह आपके प्रोटो हिस्टोरिक में आएगा, जबकि जो पाषाण काल है वो आपके प्री हिस्टोरिक में आएगा. इसके अलावा फ्रॉम वैदिक पीरियड टू द यस्टरडे इज अराइव्ड इन आवर हिस्टोरिक पीरियड. So beta, basically it was the division of history according to ASI, Archaeological Survey of India. if we come on other font about the division by the historian, so beta you get to know that India is a country who always face the attack. So that reason we always found two kind of historical books. One written by the historian who belongs to India, and second other books which wrote by the person who were came India from outside. Just like if I give an example that so many historians arrived with Mahmud Ghaznavi, so many historians arrived with Shaks Pahlavi and etc. So that reason we found so many books. Okay, and in this book, historians wrote history according to their beliefs. So sometime we call it is little bias. Okay, so that reason we have so many historical historians wrote them so many books. First book written on Indian history was Indica. Okay, underline that one. The first book written on Indian history was Indica. It written by Megasthenes. So better underline that name Megasthenes. Megasthenes was the ambassador of Seleucus Nicator who arrived in a court of Chandragupta Maurya. Underline that one. It was the messenger, ambassador of Seleucus Nicator who arrived in a court of Chandragupta Maurya. Another famous book was Rajtarangani. Underline that one. It was written by the Kalhan. Okay. And it was the first book who talk about the history of Kashmir. Okay. And one famous book of history is Ashtadhyayi. I hope so you remember its name. It was written by the Panini, the great Panini. And it was the first book of Sanskrit grammar. So beta, we have so many books. If we give the example of Akbar Nama, Babar Nama, Humayun Nama, so every historian wrote so many books according to them. But beta, basically when Britishers arrived in India, they found that in India in history there have so many books, but they have no book who is telling about the whole history together. So that reason Britishers want that they get to know about India, what going in India. बेटा बेसिकली सबकी इच्छा होती है जानने की कि वहां पर क्या हो रहा है या यहाँ पर ऐसा क्या इस देश का इतिहास क्या अगर हमें इस पे रूल करना है तो जब ब्रिटिशर से सोचा कि उन्हें भारत पर शासन करना है तो उन्हें लगा कि क्यों ना कुछ ऐसा ढूंढा जाए या इस इतिहास को जांचा जाए कि यहाँ के लोग कैसे हैं उनका इतिहास क्या है सो दैट रीजन मैनी ब्रिटिश हिस्टोरियन रोट देयर बुक्स अबाउट इंडियन हिस्ट्री इन विच द मोस्ट फेमस नेम इज फॉर यू इज जेम्स मिल he wrote his famous book and in this book first time he divided Indian history in three parts. He called that first part of Indian history is called Hindu India. Second part is called Muslim India. And third part is called British India. So beta sometimes the question arises which British historian divided Indian history in three parts. So your answer would be James Mill. He divided Indian history in three parts: Hindu India, Muslim India, and British India. So beta you have to underline that one. He said that from the earliest phase of time to 1206, the establishment of Delhi Sultanate is called Hindu India. From 1206 to 1757, the Battle of Plassey, he called Muslim India, and from 1757 to 1947, he called it British India. But when an Indian historian not accepted these views, if anyone called to you that Indian history is divided in these three parts, I hope so you also don't believe. So Indian historians said that if you called it Hindu India, in India, every ruler is free to choose a religion according to him. If I give an example, the biggest ruler of India, Chandragupta Maurya, I hope so you all aware about this name. He followed Jainism. Okay, he has a one son named Bindusar. My mistake. His son name is Bindusar. He follow Ajivika tradition, Ajivika Sampradaya, and he has a one son Ashok. I hope you all aware he follow Buddhism. So beta in one dynasty there have three rulers and all three follow different religion. So beta how you call it this whole period as Hindu India? Or if you talk about the attack, then the first attack on India, if I ask you that give the name of first power who attack on India. So beta first power were Persian who attack on India. Persian beta today's time we call it Iran. So first attack on India by Persian, and that person name was Darvi hai. He also known as Dara first. Okay. If we talk about the first Greek attack, he was Alexander the Great. I hope you all aware. He took a big army and he won so many countries. He attacked on India. It was a very major attack on India. He faced a very big power of Porus that time. He was ruler of Sindh. The Porus was ruler of Sindh, and a very big battle was held, which known as Hyde Pass battle. In Hindi, we called it Hyde Pass battle. So sometime you have to know about that one. That Hyde Pass battle held between whom? Alexander and Porus. Porus is sometimes called Puru. Okay, this battle is also called Jhelum battle, and Jhelum river is also known as Vitasta in ancient history. So that reason this battle is known as Jhelum और या Vitasta युद्ध. Okay, तो आपको इसको याद रखना है. Okay, if we talk about the first Muslim attack on India, so in India the first Muslim attack was held in 712 AD. It was by Muhammad bin Qasim. Muhammad bin Qasim. He also attacked on Sindh. That time Raja Dahir was the ruler of Sindh. So that reason India faced so many attacks from starting. So many historians called that if you talk about only attack, then why you not call this period from 7 to 12 when Muhammad bin Qasim attacked on India? Okay. So but by this attack you only have to measure one point, that you remember one point, that this was the attack in which the Islam entered in India, and due to this attack, first time the Jizya tax was imposed on any part of India. Okay, so it was the first thing, Jizya tax imposed in Sindh. Okay, so many historians also complaining that if you call this Muslim India, then what was the role of Prithviraj Chauhan, Prithviraj Chauhan, and sorry, Rana Sanga, Maharana Pratap, they have so many big names. So why it is totally Muslim India? And if the by name of ruler dynasty, your ruler religion, you called it a period, then why don't call it Christian India? So Indian historian accepted this, and so we wrote Indian history in another manner, which we called ancient, medieval, and modern India. So beta, in this class, we start our class from ancient tomorrow. So I hope that you all be aware about that classes, and I want that from tomorrow you join live class also.